Hi everyone, Marty Braden here. It's Thursday night, the 13th of February, and day 44 of my journey to alignment. Let's get started. My power statement for today was I'll finish all 12 coaching lessons worksheets by end of the day Thursday. Okay, so let me show you what came through the portal of my mind today. Here's lesson 7, right here. Choose your legal structure. So I pulled this up. I've got them all right there. They're going to go through those notes and choose which ones for them and decide. I'm going to help them decide what best fits them and the kind of business they have, where they're at in the process. So that's done. Here's lesson 8 right here, which is open a business account, a business bank account. You wouldn't think that's a big lesson, but it is, and there's many things to talk about there. And so I worked out the worksheet here, the bank account types: checking account, savings account, business certificate of deposit, and several disadvantages for each one, what the advantages are. They're going to go through a little homework and then check off the ones that apply to the kind of business that they have. And so they're going to do that. Here's lesson 9 right here, which is finance your business. That's a big one. Finance your business. I've got several pages on that. There's like 6 pages here, and I talk about that. 12 different ways to fund your business. Number 1, crowdfunding. Number 2, angel investors. Number 3, venture capitalists. Number 4, small business administration. Number 5, microloans. Number 6, personal financing. It's hard to get a third party to give you money for a business if you haven't ponied up any of your own. 7, purchase ordering financing. Vendor financing, friends and family loans. Wow, that's an interesting one. Contest, product pre-sales, pre-selling it. Crowdfunding is a lot like that. Alternative lending sources, a whole discussion. I'm taking the notes on that and breaking down the kinds of things that they're ready to take on and feel comfortable with doing. So that's one. Lesson 10. This is a fun one. It says, craft your business story. Craft your business story. So let me show you. I've got 4 or 5 pages on this one here. And I think it's really kind of cool. This is really the little process here. There's several stories that I talk about of how somebody started their business and how they crafted their story. For years, he struggled with working too much and never enjoying his life. Spark of insight. In March 2013, a company he had co-founded imploded, and it forced him to take a hard look at his life. Number 3, how he fixed it. He learned that you can't change your life gradually. Small changes can have a big impact on living a happier, more fulfilling, more successful life. And last, the mission. Chris wants to make it possible for everyone to work, he works with, to work less, accomplish more, and live more in their life on the terms that they have. Problem, spark of insight, how you fix it, and your mission, and describe 4 key moments. The key moments right here, let me put this right here. The key moments are really kind of fun. Here we go. There's 2 pages right here. And particularly, they fill those out, answering the questions that kind of helps them line up for themselves and tell the story about their business, what their experience was, what sparked the idea, and how they came across the idea. Things that happened then, the key words and phrases. Not some big long thing that's, oh my goodness, some key steps to get that story, because it's going to be important for them to write their taglines, to write about on their website, to do their approaches, to do all the objections and how to handle those objections. Writing your story is very important. So there's that one. Here's one, lesson number 11, right here. It's your build and develop your business website. Build your business website. That's a big one. So I've got 8 key steps that they're going to follow, and then there's some homework pages, about 40 pages. I'm not going to show you 40 pages, but some things to read and then fill out some points. So they kind of help define and get a start on and get a good picture in the world of portal of their minds and get it out in the world of physical, that website pages, what it's going to look like and what its stories are going to tell and what it's going to do attracting people and capturing information. So that's a good one. And lesson 12, right here. Market your business. I've got about 40 to 50 pages on all sorts of things, from permission-based email marketing to referrals to word of mouth to events to trade shows and to internet, Facebook, Google ads, all that stuff. Breaking a few of these key things down, writing down on a worksheet what they like, what they can afford, what they can't afford, what their kind of business, the best way to expose it. Start it small, get it along faster and faster, and then explode. So all that's part of that one. So all 12 lessons are done here. So I'm excited about it. That's 12 more pieces of my coaching package that have come through the portal of my mind right there on my desk. All 12 lessons designs are done, and their worksheets are right there with them too. Done. Bam. Ready to go, Marty. I knew it was possible to get them done by the end of Saturday, but to get them done in 2 days early is fantastic. I'm so excited. Whew. because I put them on my to-do list as well as made them my power statements each morning, I think that's what causes, and I was able to draw on the power of the vibrational mind and the subconscious minds and getting them going out because they gave them positive work. If you don't, they'll automatically do the human thing, come up with all sorts of excuses and make you feel like, oh, you really don't need to waste your time on that. Don't do it. You got too many other things to do. You hate doing that. All those kind of things coming into your head. Well, because I didn't do that, I did a power statements. They went out and got support material and proof. You know, the gatekeeper and the prosecutor coming to confirm what I was doing is right. And that caused my mind to be able to enjoy mental hyperspeed and coming up with these worksheets and this content. I know it's true because I just experienced it over the last 3 days and all that I got done. So it can happen for you too. Anyhow, let's go ahead and go over the rest of my to-do list. I only want to share one thing. This is Wednesdays. I didn't really wad it up because I have those not done. Same thing Thursday right here. I'm going to wad it up here, but I wanted to talk to you about that. Calls. And I'm going to get that in just a moment because that's going to deal with my failure of today. It's time to answer Corey's question. Get honest with yourself, Marty. What didn't go well today? Or what could you have done better? Did you wake up early and start strong? Yes, I did. Did you start your morning with power? I did. Were you productive throughout your day? You just saw I certainly was. Did you get the most important things done? I sure did. Did you move your goals forward? Did you show up as the person you wanted to be? Today was a great day. I absolutely did. What about your personal time with Kathleen? Were you present and loving with her? Absolutely. She had a luncheon with her CEO today and 4 other women who had worked for 5 years for the company. And she's one of the 5 women who worked and hit her 5-year mark. So they took her out to lunch and gave her a nice check and all sorts of fun things. And she was feeling so great that I was there. I listened to have her tell her story and I cheered her on. And I'm so excited for her, so proud of her. She's worked hard and I love her. I love you, Kathleen. I love you so much. What was the one thing out of all the things you did today, though, Marty, that you know you can improve on? In other words, was there any failure you had today that you can turn into a tool of success? Here's what I came up with. It's just one more example where I have to get honest with myself and be transparent with you and with me. Yesterday and today, I had an old friend show up, and he distracted me big time. His name is Call Reluctance. Yep, I had at least 6 calls I showed you that were listed on yesterday's to-do list and on today's because I didn't get it done yesterday. I put them on today's and I still didn't get them done. So to turn this failure into a tool of success to help me going forward and to be there in that toolbox of mine, success toolbox, I remembered that I already come up and bought this tool or made this tool years ago. And so I searched for it and I pulled it out and blew off the dust. I call it Call Self-Talk. That's right. Call self-talk is choosing to have positive thoughts about prospecting and making calls. And that's because when you do have those positive thinking thoughts, they produce positive feelings and emotions. And they come through to help you have the right kind of actions. And they end up with good self-talk results. And those feelings drive one's actions. So if you have negative thoughts that rule the day, in other words, what are you doing? You don't like to do this. They're going to say no. What if they're not home? You got more things to do. You don't have time to do that. You know, those things that conscious, subconscious, vibrational mind does when you don't control it, don't give them positive things to go out and search for. Well, those negative self-talk creates negative feelings and resistance, what I call procrastination and call reluctance. The fact is, I simply had to do a better job of coming up with the right kind of call self-talk thoughts. That's the tool of success. Call self-talk. I'm 100% responsible for my thoughts. So we got to get better at that, Marty. I'm going to. And I'm going to have good thoughts programmed for my calling for tomorrow. The next question is, what was my biggest success today? My biggest success today was not the fact that I got all those pieces through the port of my mind and in the world of the physical right there. I think it was my rediscovering my Call Self-Talk success tool. That's a big deal because it's going to bless me for weeks and years and to come. So I think it was my rediscovering my self-talk success tool that's I'm most excited about. So way to go, Marty. Good job. Next, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? I wanted my Why movie, to start right off the bat, and I did. And then I had my Vision movie come on. So that was my morning movie watch. And then I started producing some movie clips, little small movie clips of the lessons, and I coaching those lessons with those worksheets. I saw myself doing it. I think as I get more and more down the path there and finishing quite a lot of things, watching those movies can become a big part of being successful as a coach. I did notice today that while I was watching my Y movie, after several minutes I had to shut it off because it was getting pretty involved as I sat there relaxing, and in my mindfulness and my journaling and my reading, it was starting to take over. I was enjoying it so much I had to stop it and get back to my in the morning routine. So I had to shut it down, but that's okay. I'll be able to do that more and more. The next question is, what's the one thing you did that made you feel successful? Well, this stack right here is a big deal. And then this coaching package outline is now down to 2 pages, not 6. So that's really making me feel successful. Well, what rate did you give yourself? Well, I gave it a 9. I did that because I still didn't get those calls done, so it's not a 10. The next question is this, if this was the only thing you get done tomorrow, that you'd still feel like a success though, what would that one thing be? Well, I have to answer that, and I put it in my power statement. I said, for the next 2 days, I will work on writing out my 12 coaching lessons content and to have them done by the end of the day, Saturday. Whew, that's a big one, but I'm excited about it. Okay, let's end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle of anything is possible. I'm grateful for the power my 2 amigos stirs in me. I'm grateful for my good health. You know, as I think about the 2 amigos and what I got done today and the things that are happening, it reminded me of a characteristic that's called caring, being caring. And helping and loving and kind to people. Remember years ago, remember that plane crash when it crashed into the Potomac and 70 or 80 people died, and this one middle-aged bald-headed guy, the helicopter was hovering over in the snow and the rain and the sleet and the freezing water, ice floating all around him. He got to hold on, but then he got to hold it and put it onto a woman, and they dragged her over to the shoreline. Then it came back to him and he took it, and then he put it on another man, and it dragged him over, and he slipped and fell and got him into another man, dove in to help that woman, didn't quite make it over to the edge. Anyhow, it went back to him and he wasn't there. He was gone. Well, the plus factor is released with this character trait called kindness and caring about other human beings. I care about these people I'm going to be coaching. I care about it being the best that I could possibly give them. And so I'm so excited about my amigos going out and getting the proof and getting the support material and in the content of the worksheets to help it be the kind of experience I want them to be. Way to go, amigos. Anyhow, those 3 wonderful blessings that I'm grateful for. I enjoy every single night talking and giving my expressions of gratitude. It's just fantastic. Anyhow, it's a wrap. I'll see you tomorrow night, same place, same time. But until then, I wish everyone continued success and happiness. Bye.